India's homegrown Tejas jet fighter is gradually becoming part of India's Air Force fleet. BrahMos missiles are now being exported to allied nations and India's next generation radar systems are being tested. लेकिन इन सभी प्लेटफॉर्म के पीछे एक इनविजिबल लेयर काम करती है, एक ऐसी लेयर जिसे ज्यादातर स्टॉक मार्केट इन्वेस्टर्स कभी देख नहीं पाते। रेडार इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वॉरफेयर सिस्टम्स, मिशन कंप्यूटर्स एंड नेविगेशन सिस्टम्स, और वही डिजिटल ब्रेन बनाता है जो मॉडर्न वेपन्स को इंटेलिजेंट बनाता है। और इस इनविजिबल लेयर को बनाने वाली कंपनी है डेटा पैटर्न्स India Limited. It does not build aircrafts. It does not build missiles. It builds the electronics that make those weapons. The stock has already surged over 100% in the last 1 year, and it is probably one of the most expensive defense stocks. So let's study Data Patron's valuation business model and answer whether it justifies the valuation it is getting right now. I have got 7 simple slides for you to explain the entire story in a very simple way. Data Patron's India Limited today is trading at a premium to its historical median valuation. If you look at the PE ratio, the price to earning ratio, the PE ratio is 75.1, which is 9.5% premium compared to the median of 68. Now let's look at EV to EBITDA. EV to EBITDA is 51 times, which is a 10.2% premium compared to its median of 46. Price to book, the price to book ratio is 12.2 times, which is 18.4% premium compared to the median of 10.3. और अगर हम market cap to sales देखें, the market cap to sales ratio is 19.1, which is at a 9.5% discount compared to the median of 21.1. So out of these 4 parameters, the company is trading at a premium when it comes to PE ratio, EV to EBITDA and price to book. So the big question is the market paying today for growth that may come 5 years later? What kind of growth would actually justify this valuation? So let's study the company's revenue trajectory and the margins. अगर आप कंपनी का ये financial performance देखें तो growth is intact, but the only issue is the scale. Company is just a 1,000 crore company. So it's not a very big company. Now let's look at the growth. In FY18, the company was just a 57 crore revenue company. And from 57 crore, it jumped to 1,000 crore. So if you look at the growth, almost 130% growth in FY19. FY20, it was 19%. FY21, 43%. Then 38, 45, 14, 36, now 37. Now in the last 2 years, it is growing at around 35 to 36%. So the growth looks to be intact, but only issue is with the scale. But the revenue growth doesn't explain, the valuation. We have to look at the margins. What are the kind of margin, Data Patron is earning in the market? So if you look at the operating profit, so from 9 crore, it is now 331 crore. Now let's look at the margin. 16% OPM in FY18. FY19, it improved to 19%. FY20, 28. FY21 41. Now if you look at 45, 38, 43, 39, 34. So today the margins are normalizing around 30% plus, which is a very good number. Are these margins sustainable? I think that's the big question which will explain the valuation of Data Patrons going forward. Now let's look at the real moat. The vertical integration. So the company designs and manufactures in-house. So the very big advantage is that the company controls the core IP. It does not outsource the core IP. Second, it controls cost, quality and deliver. So there is no third party dependence. So this is a very important point for the valuation. And ये समझना भी जरूरी है कि ये कंपनी एक्चुअली में मिशन क्रिटिकल डिफेंस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स बनाती है, such as radar subsystem, electronic warfare system, communication systems, satellite electronics, automated test equipment, and navigation systems used in fighter aircrafts, missiles, naval platforms, and space program. Now, second important point is the 30 plus years of domain experience and the domain IP, decades of proprietary algorithms and designs. Now, this is something not replicable overnight by any new company. So, अगर आप मोड देखें, number 1 is the vertical integration जो हमने discuss किया. Their own IP. Second is the domain expertise of last 3 decades. Now third is the government certification and qualification. Years of testing and approvals. The government doesn't deal with new players. Now it has years of experience and approval from organizations like DRDO, HAL and many other government organizations. competitor face the same barrier. So any new competitor, if it comes, there is a huge barrier there. So this is moat number 3 for this company. Now this is very important. Development to production pipeline. Get paid in advance. The development wins production contracts, creates a captive recurring revenue stream. Moat number 3. And the moat number 5 is the Atmanirbhar Bharat tailwind. Government policy mandates indigenization. There is a structural demand driver. So if you look at the company, there is a moat which in a way is supporting its valuation. And just to make a disclaimer here, this video is only for educational purposes. In case you want to buy, sell and hold data pattern stock, I suggest do consult your financial advisor. Now let's look at the segmental revenue. Production, manufacturing and supplying finished system, that constitute 51% of its revenue. Development, funded R&D contracts, clients pay data patterns to develop new system. So they get a lot of advance money from the client when the product is in development stage. 45% of its revenue comes from there. Services, maintenance, repair and overhaul of delivered system. So 4% of revenue comes from services. Now this slide again is very important from the valuation perspective. Transition to system integrator. Data Pattern India's transition to systems integrator. Now the company's most important strategic shift is from subsystem supplier to full systems integrator. So it was earlier a supplier of subsystems. Now it is getting into supplying the full or the entire systems. A subsystem supplier provides one component, for example, the radar receiver electronics. A system integrator designs and delivers the entire radar system, including the electronics, the antenna, the signal processing and the interface with the aircraft. Now that will push up the revenue of the company in the days to come. Now this transition matter because the addressable contract size increases by 5x to 10x per program. So this is another big moat. Management has guided that addressable market expands to rupees 15,000 to 20,000 crore across identified programs. So imagine it's a 1,000 crore company and the kind of market size it is looking at, 15,000 to 20,000 crore. The next generation programs, advanced medium combat aircraft, space surveillance, radars, next generation EW systems are system level contracts. Now this creates a multi-level revenue visibility that many manufacturing companies simply do not have. Second, the key customer of Data Pattern India's are India's defense and space system, DRDO, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, BrahMos Aerospace, the Indian Navy, the Indian Air Force, Indian Space Organization and Bharat Electronics Limited. तो कई investor interested हैं कि कौन सी defense company में लगाएं. So I am not recommending any company here, but I am just making a comparison of 2 or 3 defense companies. So one is the Data Patterns India Limited, Bharat Electronics Limited, HAL and Paras Defense and BDL. Now first let's look at the revenue size. This is a very small company. 976 crore. BEL is 22,000 crore, HAL is 30,000 crore and Paras Defense is also a very small company, 200 crore and BDL is 4,000 crore. So in terms of size, this is slower than BEL and HAL. So if you look at the price to earning, Data Patterns is getting 72 plus price to earning. BEL is getting only 55 to 60x. HAL is getting 35 to 40x, much lower, almost half of what Data Patterns is getting. Paras is getting 74x, BDL is getting 80 to 100x. Now despite a large size, BDL is getting a very good valuation. Market cap, if you see, Data Patterns 18,000 crore, BEL 2 lakh, 2.5 lakh, 5,500 and BDL 35,000 crore. EBITDA margin, if you see, 39 to 43%, so around 40% plus EBITDA margin for Data Patterns. BEL has a much lower margin, 20 to 22%. HAL has 20 to 24%. Paras Defense has 25 to 30%. Despite getting a valuation almost close to Data Patterns, margins are much lower than Data Patterns. And BDL 20 to 25%, again getting 80 to 100x and margin of 20 to 25%. Here the margin is 40% plus. If Data Pattern can maintain such high margins going forward, there is a big potential in this company. So this brings us back to the valuation question. So at 70 plus price to earning ratio, the market is already pricing everything in the stock. The moat and the advantages to Data Patterns that we have discussed in the slides are already factored in. If the execution slows, the stock could be derated. So my advice to investor would be keenly watch the margin trajectory of Data Patterns India Limited. The company is enjoying a very high margin so far, and if it continues with that margins, I see a huge potential in this company. And just to make a disclaimer, this video is only for educational purposes.